Hey Tatiana, what's up? How are you? Welcome to your one and only virtual video class. The reason that we are sending you this virtual video class is because you canceled in the last cycle. Okay, no, but seriously. So what we're going to do in this virtual video activity is we're going to try to manage as much vocabulary and as many expressions as possible so that we can try to motivate you to continue sending us a lot of different kinds of speaking activities, okay? Now remember, you need to send all of these speaking activities to the WhatsApp group, okay? And what Evelyn and I will do is that we will listen to those activities and we will make corrections about everything that you are making, okay? So let's begin with the first activity. I would like you to please follow the instructions that I'm going to send to you right now concerning your Google Drive, okay? So just follow those exact instructions, and after that, you will conduct your first activity, okay? Let's begin. Okay, let's click on Google Drive. Now let's click on Expressions Files. After that, click on 500 Real English Phrases. Here we have the document. Let's scroll up. Here we have different contents. We have beginner phrases, we have intermediate phrases, and we have advanced phrases. What I would like you to do is to extract 2 categories from each level. So, as you can see, the categories, they say 10 ways of doing this, 5 ways of doing that, 10 phrases for this, and you have the pages on the side. So you have to extract 2 categories from each level and then go to the phrases and study the phrases, okay? So what's the idea of you being able to use these expressions that you just extracted from the 500 Real English Phrases? We would like you to please conduct a conversation where you are both A and B, right? You are both person 1 and person 2. Therefore, after you have conducted this conversation using those expressions, we would like you to please send that audio to us, okay? You have all the time in the world. You can prepare this conversation on paper or on your computer if you want. Take your time with that. But we do want you to please try to reenact that conversation and send the audio to the WhatsApp group, okay? So, as I said, take your time. Please use the expressions, all right? Use as many as possible. If it's really hard to use all of the expressions, okay, we understand that it's not always easy to do everything, but try to use as many as possible, okay? We want to motivate you to try to think outside the box and be more creative with your content and material, all right? So, Tatiana, good luck with that. And so, that concludes our first activity. Now let's continue with our second activity. The last activity, by the way. Now, in your Google Keep, as well as in your notebook, we have been writing down a lot of vocabulary from the last cycles, right? What we would like you to do is to try to recycle all of that vocabulary from your Google Keep and from your notebook, okay? Now, we would like you to choose at least, minimum, 10 different vocabulary words from those 2 sources. Once again, Google Keep and your notebook, okay? 10 vocabulary words from each, by the way, okay? It's not 5 here and 5 here. No, it's 10 in your notebook and 10 in Google Keep. And then after that, what we would love for you to do is to try to establish as many questions as possible that you can ask us, okay? Usually in the classes, we're always asking you questions, right? Now it's your turn. We would like you to please ask us questions, but using that vocabulary. Let me give you an example, okay? Let's say that the vocabulary word is helmet, okay? Well, then in that case, you would simply say, Orlando, how many times a day do you have to wear your helmet, okay? Simply put, just like that. Now, I want to be very clear on one thing in particular. You can use present simple, you can use past simple, you can use future simple, you can use perfect tenses, you can use progressives, you can use any tense, any kind of idea, any kind of question that you want. You're free to be able to communicate with us about anything in general, okay? Therefore, I want you to really take the time to try to create some really elaborate questions, okay? Try to think outside the box. You see what I mean? Maybe a question like, what color is your helmet? Maybe that's a correct question, but we know that you can do much better than that, okay? So Try to be a little bit more creative with the content. And if you have any questions, by all means, let us know, okay? Once again, these are questions that are in audio. You have to send them to your WhatsApp group, okay? So go ahead and do that. This is it. That's the activity. That's what I want you to do. Please send your audios and your pictures to all of your WhatsApp groups. Continue adapting. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for choosing Chameleon English.